Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. So this is going to be an astrological reading and I'm going to do 4 in this series. We'll divide them up by the signs and their category. So we'll do air signs, water signs, earth signs, and fire signs. So this one is going to be for the air signs. So if your sun, moon, or rising falls under Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, this is your reading. You can also check your Vedic astrology and see if you fit in with any of those as well. But I am going to get into this. It's timeless, so whatever you stumble upon, this is when it is meant for you. So what I'm going to do is get into a let go and grow reading. So we're going to start with the soul energy deck. Soul's journey. And we're going to ask first, what do we need to let go of? Okay, there we go. Gratitude, friendship, and blame. Interesting things to let go of. So blame makes sense because clearly we're letting go of blaming anybody for our problems, making it that it's someone else's fault for something. So it says, I accept responsibility for my well-being. Then we also have friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So what this is signaling to me is that we are letting go of people who are quote unquote friends or not friends because we are finding the value of friendship and learning what it is to be a true friend. Okay, so maybe that is ourselves becoming a good friend. Maybe in the past we haven't been, and therefore maybe in the past we haven't been able to attract good friends. And then also we have gratitude. So maybe in the past we've been unthankful for things, just expecting things to come into our lives. So with gratitude, it says, I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. All right, so this is what we're letting go of. Let's ask now what's growing in our lives. What's growing at this time for the air signs, please? Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. Okay, so I think a lot of that is the mentality around it. Again, air signs are critical overthinkers and tend to overthink things to death. And some of them have this fear of failure, okay? So when we think about what we're allowing to grow is not the fear of failure, but I'm going to try it anyways, and if I fail, then it is an opportunity to learn. So that is kind of our mental stance on failure, right? Instead of sitting there and being scared of failure and overthinking things to death, now we're saying, I don't fear failure anymore. Now I see it as an opportunity to learn. I love that. Anything else that's growing with the air signs? Okay, all those fell off. I'm going to pause the video for a sec. All right, so we've got grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. And death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Okay. And at the bottom there we have forgiveness. Forgiveness is huge because this has to do with forgiving ourselves for things that maybe we've put up with. And also forgiving others for, again, maybe not treating us the best way that they could have. All right. So air signs. I think this is beautiful. And again, if some of us are in the opposite, I tried to spin this in a positive light of what are we getting rid of, what are we letting grow. So if we're getting rid of friends, we're getting rid of blame, and we're getting rid of gratitude, I don't see us get like, I'm unthankful for things and I'm getting rid of that. I see it as getting rid of not being thankful for things. All right. And the things that are coming in, failure and grief and death, these are things that are making us stronger and showing us the humor in life, okay? So I love that these affirmations are positive because we are understanding that things don't belong in our life, right? Whatever the things are, whether it is friendships or failure or blame, we are allowing those things to pass through us and to grow from them and even to laugh about them. So I find that to be extremely beautiful. All right, let's get into the Yule Oracle. Spirit, give me some advice for the air signs. Okay, we have Forest. It is without question a place of mystery. Whispers of power you've forgotten. Let thy strength crawl from beneath the ground and remind you, dear child, that you are magic. Yep, again, so I'm tying it back to these cards and having a lot to do with giving us that reminder, and the laughter is coming out strongly with this as well. So it's like, even though you may have experienced some of these kind of, let's call them negative facets of our journey, we're learning the value of it. Because again, if you have not failed, how do you know what success is? If you have not experienced grief, then how do you experience the flip side of that? Okay, so there's many, many, many things that we're learning, that once you let go of something, something better will truly take its place. Okay, what else? And we have Frost. Ice cold melting in time. A frozen glance at what lies behind the A frozen glance at what lies behind, what lies ahead, and what lies within, and the chilling frost of thy undead. Okay, we'll read on those and take a look. And then at the bottom we have Contemplation. There you are, air signs, thinking about everything. So it says, it breathes in the stillness of all that is, exhaling all that isn't, coming from the ends of the starts and the highest of the lows. Here I gasp for the answers to unfold. All right. Now, what I also love about this is that all of this is out in nature. So this could have something to do too with us maybe not being reclusive and being more like extroverted, you know, going out and going, again, trying things, whether we fail or not. And that is a big message here, and it's got to do with an old way of thinking. Okay, again, we're not blaming people for how things have turned out in the past. We're taking responsibility for them, and we're understanding that we have control over what it is that we accomplish. All right, I'm going to read on these. So let's go to the Forest first, which is number 15. It's time to dig deeper roots. Find your sacred soul and build a stronger foundation. Walk through any forest and you will see ancient trees reaching high into the sky, but they didn't start off this way. Delicate roots had to dig deep into the earth to prepare these massive trees to stand tall for years to come. Even harsh winters and brutal storms couldn't bring them down. Forest guides you to build a stronger foundation and to remember that success takes time. Be consistent in your efforts. Gather your resources, plan, and reflect. Your goal is not something that can be achieved overnight, but it is the path to success. The Forest card represents long-term planning, but also lasting power and influence. Pulling this card is a positive sign that you will be recognized for your efforts and commitment. Furthermore, continue with what works. There's no need to take risks at this time. All right, so it says go with what works. How do you know what works unless you have failed at something, right? Failure leads you to get to the success. And without that step, you would not find it. All right, so that's the biggest message there. So then we have Frost. Winter offers a multitude of ways to practice divination. Puddles, frozen lakes, and icicles are excellent surfaces for scrying and finding answers to your most burning questions. However, frost isn't the only place to look for signs. There are subtle clues everywhere for those who are in tune with the universe. Frost has come to your spread to let you know that the signs that you've been looking for are all around you. You are guided to have more awareness and to trust in your ability to read signs. Everyone is capable of being guided by the inner spirit, but you block these capabilities when you doubt little pings of wisdom that occur. If you see a butterfly and believe it to be a sign, then it is. The same goes for colors or words that you hear throughout the day. Don't discredit yourself by ignoring things that feel like a confirmation to you. They may seem silly to others, and that's okay. You're an illuminated soul, and you are guided by a force that transcends a lack of faith. So it made me laugh while I was reading this because, again, air signs, chronic overthinkers. If you receive a sign or a message, what do you often do with it? You overthink it to death because you try to rationalize it. You try to make logic sense out of it. And sometimes that's not what you're meant to do. There just isn't a logical explanation for things, right? So that's what air signs are learning more to do here, is trusting their intuition, okay? So building solid foundation, not overthinking everything, and trusting the guided intuition that comes through. All right, let's read on this last one here, contemplation. Things naturally slow down during the cold months, making winter a prime season for contemplation. When days are short, nights are freezing, and the outdoor options are limited, there's often little else to do but think about your life. All right, air signs, there it is. It's natural to examine how your life measures up to the idea of success, and reflection is a critical component to any successful path. There are times for planning and times for action, but reviewing your progress is how you learn to change course when necessary. You are being guided to reflect on your situation. Are there things that you could have done differently? Is there still time to change your situation for a better, or salvage anything after the damage? Knowing where you can improve will help you to be better prepared should you find yourself in this situation again. Contemplation can only be a boost to your self-worth. How did you succeed in this situation? Are there any things that you can pat yourself on the back about? Acknowledge your shortcomings by making a plan to do better next time and to celebrate your wins because you deserve to. So that is Spirit giving you the okay, the green light, to think about things. Right? How did I do well in the past? How could I have done things better? So rather than overthinking things to death, and grieving them and blaming others potentially, your message here is to go forth and try things. Okay? Think about things, but don't overthink about things. You must fail in order to succeed. That is it. That's the easiest aspect of it. Okay, let's get to the Fortune Oracle. And then we'll get some spirit messages. So we have abundance. Lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. Air signs, look at that. And then at the bottom here, we have angel. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. If any of you were wondering, where are my angels? Where are my guides? They're here. That's part of the trusting of the signs. They're constantly sending you messages and signs. But what's happening, air signs, is you're taking that bit in and potentially, the message I'm getting is beating a dead horse. You're overthinking it to death. And some things cannot be rationalized. They are not meant to be rationalized. So think about things and make sure that you're aware of what's going on, okay? But don't beat the dead horse, all right? So let's read on abundance. The abundance card means what it says. So attracting it is fabulous. It is a card of luck, and if drawn, you should make a wish immediately. Socially, you are about to have a ball with satisfying pats on the back for jobs well done. This period is excellent for communication and climbing the career or financial ladder. While luck will increase your wealth, you could find that you are in the right place at the right time for meeting beneficial personal or business connections. So you must stay alert to any outstanding opportunities this time will bring. For personal and relationships, reunions loom large along with lots of family celebrations, such as engagements, marriages, and special birthdays or events to look forward to. Long distance communication could see some new friendships forming with people from all walks of life. And that's the message I was getting with this too, is again, what are we letting go of? Friendships that, quote unquote, don't have our best interest. And while we are letting go of those old ones that don't serve us any longer, we are calling in these ones that are more beneficial for them and for us and for our journey. You seem to be more charismatic and popular than ever. This could mean you having the time of your life. Look at you, air signs. So for career and money, travel is highly likely at this time. Don't sweep things under the carpet if you are challenged, as personal growth is what this card is all about. Okay, we did go through that over here and over here, so we're not blaming other people. It's okay to grieve things, sit in that energy, but let it pass. The failure too. The biggest thing with air signs is that fear of failure. It's not the actual failure. It's like I'm hesitating to take the next step because I fear that failure, okay? So that's what the message is bringing about here. You may be soon reaching for the stars, as it's a highly creative time, and you could find yourself in the limelight, as fame is not uncommon in this period. Expansion and growth are really what it's all about, along with lots of good luck, helping others who are less fortunate than yourself, and you could see your dreams come true. All right, let's read on this angel card. You are truly blessed with a deep connection to your angels. Pay attention to your dreams and gut feelings, knowing that your angels are there to guide you. When you need them, simply ask or follow these rituals. For personal and relationships, for passion, call upon Atliel. At the night of a full moon, place red rose petals under a red cloth. Light one red and one gold and one small silver candle. Wearing red, express your wish to the angel with a grateful heart. To bring a new person in your life, significant other. It says man, but I don't want to say that we're all looking for a man. Whatever you're looking for, to call it into your life, here it is. Call on Darakiel. On the night of a waxing moon, place pink crystals or pink items on a white cloth and light 6 pink tea light candles. If you know their name, scratch their initials on the candle. Visualize yourself embracing your new person. To encourage a marriage proposal, call upon Saint Raphael. Tie 2 champagne glasses together with red string and place a picture of Saint Raphael in front. Write your name on the red candle and your partner's name on the white candle. Say a prayer out loud and place the picture under your pillowcase. For career and money, to enhance your career or finances, Archangel Jophiel and Archangel Michael can help you with money and career goals or finding your direction when confused. They can bring out hidden talents and artistic and creative sparks, as well as help you experience a spiritual awakening and stop fence sitting. Wow. Place pictures of these angels in your wallet and light a gold candle as you say a prayer to them. All right. Fence sitting. Holy cow. I love that because, again, I did mention up here with the fear of failure. Some of us are sitting on that fence and looking out and going, I want to try something. I want to do that, but I'm so scared of the failure. Okay. So air signs. I know you're overthinkers. I am aware of that. Spirit is aware of that, but your angels are here to help you get through that. Okay. So the message here is to think things through. Okay. Acknowledge the past, acknowledge what's going on now. How could I have done things different? What did I do well? But leave it at that. Because some of you are missing your signs and synchronicities from the angels because you're overthinking things, okay? So just be careful on that. Trust your intuition. Trust your angelic guidance. Let's get some final spirit messages here to wrap this up. Okay, that one. To go get that off the floor. All right, there we go. All right, this is the one that fell on the floor. Make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. You need to know your worth even when others don't. You are not what people think of you. All right. So that's part of the overthinking. And again, luckily we're getting rid of those types of friends because they don't have our best interest. They don't see our value. Trust yourself more. Know that you are in the right place at the right time. Opportunities will present themselves to you when they are meant to, all in divine timing. Get excited about the future again instead of fearing it. Okay? Fear of failure. Get off that fence. Get off the fence and go try things out. Air signs. Have more faith in yourself. Be proud of how you are navigating every curveball that life throws at you. How you deal with those times shows your true inner resilience. Nothing can break that. That in itself is an inspiration for others. Keep shining your light. Learn to ride the waves of life. When faced with difficulties, you can either fight against the current or go with it. So ask yourself, what is to be gained by depleting your energy and fighting against it? Don't do that to yourself. All right. So again, my version of you fighting against it, air signs, is overthinking it to death. So see the humor in things. Laugh. All right. Think about things, but don't overthink about things. Get off that fence and go fail at things. You know what? It's bound to happen, but we can't succeed until we've at least failed at some things. So, air signs, that is your message for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.